Is there anything else you'd want to add just about sort of how the scientific literature was considered, or the role of community partners in identifying and selecting these activities for the radon projects?
I think we use the same techniques that we use for pretty much everything else. We try to stimulate interest through the Iowa Cancer Plan priorities and the implementation grants to communities. So I think those are informed by the literature. So the priorities are, based on the literature and also based on our, needs assessments around the state. And then the grants to the communities are intended to fund evidence-based interventions. I will say that I wrote into the grant because I thought it was important that that COE and the COE team would provide a review of those implementation grants to just assess the interventions that are being proposed, to provide us sort of a separate lens on those grants, to make sure that if they're not evidence-based, that people have an opportunity to improve on those, and also to evaluate their evaluation plans, because I think the evaluation plans for the implementation grants are probably not what they should be. So I think that'll be a major activity that the COE team will be providing back to the communities.
Sure. And then just one last question before we move on to our final section here. With the radon projects, are there any factors that you can recall that sort of were key, either positively or negatively, to the success of that project?
Well, I think it's just